out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Washington Redskins. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? 56, right? 56, right there, 56.
I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
Ball trot.
Ball, defense.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, watch the ball.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Rolling to his right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and got the ball from them.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness, one cut and he goes, that's what's really made him pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week, easily honored with NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I would have voted for him.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ready. 15-1. 15-1.
Watch the pass. Here we go. Check 26. Check 99. Check 99.
Ready.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
Let's go.
And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Let's go. 60 or.
Yeah, they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
First down, New York.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
He's checking. Crash. Switch.
This is Barkley. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
3rd and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20.
Mike 57. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Watch out.
Leo. Kill.
Jones now operating from the gun. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrick Rosas. And Rosas puts this one through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Go. 4 down, check. 4 down. 56, the mic, boys. 56. Check, 56. All day, dog. Check safety.
2nd down, Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Snap comes at 1. Now Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Now a hit and a loose football, and the Redskins scoop it.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Tight right. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 41's the mic. 41's the mic. Hey, pick the edge here. Let it go.
Now Haskins on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Haskins, he'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Hey, 4 down.
Mike 41.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. A.J. Boye up to make the tackle. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees it
under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Operating from the gun, Jones. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big-time play there for the G-Men. 41 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Brings up 2nd down at the 19-yard line.
We go! 70, Indy. Check out. Show it up. Hey, Sam off. bombers. Two jet bombers.
On the run, it's Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Haskins looking to throw on first down. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
You got tight right there. Kill.
Geis with a carry on second down, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
Watch the screen.
Mike 41. We got to wedge that, huh?
Here we go.
On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. Complete. Richardson has it. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. On first down, it's Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Hey, alert 3.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Haskins now off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
We own them.
41's the mic.
Haskins going to throw again. And he finds McLaurin. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 44-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The throw by Haskins complete to McLaurin. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
That's trash.
Play action. Haskins. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. I'm coming. Mike 56.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Let's go now. Come on, boys. Have the ending. Check 56. Yeah, that's what I do. Hayward. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
56. Mike, 56.
From the gun on 3rd down. Haskins. And he finds Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. Haskins now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10.
56 to Mike, boys. 56.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Haskins will throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Well, they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, 2nd half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. 2nd half begins with a run from Barkley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jonathan Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
I don't think there could have been a better pocket for him to throw from, yet he never got rid of the football, and it goes down as a sack.
I mean, he had time to build a campfire back there. They still couldn't get rid of it.
I'll bring the s'mores next time.
And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in Q3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Play 56, by 56.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick, there on the coverage.
I think that's a big-time play there, because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They go play action with Haskins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 46. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now Haskins. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, Haskins. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 45-yard line.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Haskins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Check. Kill.
They'll run with Geis. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Hey, watch the ball.
They go play action now. Haskins. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. And that'll make it 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
41 Mike. Cover for you.
Check 52.
Check.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And the throw there going to be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the 1st half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that right there is something we've seen, I don't know, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They forced a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Now Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Now a handoff, guys going right. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Haskins, third and long. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and that'll bring up second down.
It's second down and 10.
Let's go. 15 running. 15 running. Here we go. Here we go. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. No tank.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 34.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Ricky. Tight dog.
Again, it's Cook. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Mike 41, we've got to wedge that, huh?
Watch the backer, watch the backer. Yo, motion.
They're going on 4th down. Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin 1st down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need. That's exactly what they got done.
Complete. Richardson has it. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins got his man there. It's Wallace complete. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. Now the Redskin offense will stay out there and go for 2.
Watch QB drop. And 58's the mic. Go 58's the mic. They're going to need some therapy after this.
58's the mic.
Now it's Haskins. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
On the ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
We taking wins home. Ready?
They'll go to Barkley again. And an alley to run. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 40-yard line.
Got it.
58's the mic. Army. Check.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Jonathan Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Jones. Going up top. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense.
I got you. Mike 56.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike.
To throw again. Haskins. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Mike's 56. Check pass. Check. Fresno.
Play action. Haskins slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
41 to Mike. Check 41. Get that quarterback and all coach. Go. Wahoo. Mike 41. We got to wedge that, huh? Get that quarterback, D-line.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Haskins able to shake him off. And this is incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
I'd love to know what he's saying in the huddle now to his guys up front, because it's been a steady stream of pressure on him this entire game. That time, able to avoid the sack, but he's got to talk to his offensive line and say, guys, just a couple seconds extra, please.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. And he comes back with one complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A Redskin 1st down. The pickup 15 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Haskins on 1st down, setting up the screen for Cook. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Me and you on deck. I'm set. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. Right there.
From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. From 13 yards out, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. The tackle by Cole Holcomb. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They go right back to Mack and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
That's it. Big hit.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. He can run for it, and he will. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. Now, I think they're just a product of trying to buy themselves 5 extra yards.
And they want to help their punter out, right? Help with the angle, trying to pin the ball deep. That's exactly what they did there.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now it's Haskins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Watch twins. Hey, watch that, watch that. Watch the safety creep.
Haskins to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Throwing now is Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
It's 4th down.
And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Mike 41. We got to wedge that. Night, sweetheart. Zip it.
Motion.
41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike.
They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. Got his man on the comebacker. It's Richardson. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Hey, 41's Mike.
Here we go with Haskins. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Giants, a win will come too late to save a losing season, but they do move to 6-9 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, they hit double digits in losses as they fall to 5-10. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.